welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is It's Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be going over all the kits that I got for the month of May and April. I decided to put the 2 months together because I didn't really buy a lot of stuff last month. So I thought it was just easier for me to do a April and May haul rather than 2 individual hauls. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay, excuse my voice because I'm still kind of sick. I just got over a really bad cold. To be honest, it's kind of like borderline the flu. But anyways, I'm out and about now, so I'm definitely able to do my haul. There is, I believe, 3 different shops to go over, and then 2 of the Pretty Pink Co's mystery kit. I'm going to go through the Miss+Meow first because I did receive this, I think in April. And this was purchased 2 different times. One was from her last release, and then the other one was from the release before that one. Yeah, so here are the 2 kits. So I got 2 kits from her, and I also bought a monthly. You guys would have seen this one kit here because it's going to be in my May. It was in my May lineup. So I'm definitely using it for the month of May, which is technically this month. But since I am so very behind, I am not able to use it just yet. So I just removed it out of its cellophane, or its little baggie, and let me just zoom you guys in a little bit. That is way too much. Okay, so the first kit here is called Golden Skies, and when I saw this being released in her shop, I knew I really wanted to use it for kind of like closer to the end of summer / possibly the beginning of fall. And I just really love the art that she used for this. And I chose, I don't know if it was pre-chosen, but I went with the rose gold because I just associate rose gold with kind of like, can't say like warmer tones, the warmer tones of kits, and this definitely has a warm tone in it. So that's the reason why this would have been perfect. I don't know if you guys can see that like floral stuff going on here at the bottom. And then here on the quote box it says, even the sky will never be the same every day. So that is the full boxes. And then we have the layering pieces and some icons. And then we have her functional boxes with the scallop circles on top. And this is the bottom washi. Like, I really love this bottom washi. It's very, I don't know, it's very dreamy, very magical. It's just really pretty. And this ombre effect that she has again in her day covers. Oh, it's so pretty. Sorry, it's not even ombre effect. Sorry, it's just like clouds on it. So that's really pretty. And then funny thing is, I actually bought this in, like I said, in rose gold, but I purchased the foil sampler sheet in silver, which is, I don't even know what I was thinking about, why I picked it in silver. For me, I usually associate silver with summer. So I think when I was picking out the color, I was like, okay, well, this is going to be used in summer, so I might as well get it in silver. And I was like, wait a minute. When I got it, I was like, it is not a silver foil kit. But that's totally fine because her foil sampler sheets are very generic and I can use it for different for a different kit. And then here I got the element A, and I chose the light skin tone. I believe she has light and dark skin tone. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys back out again because I cannot squeeze everything in one frame. Okay, so here is element A. And then I also got it in transparent matte. I think it's because I really wanted to use it for my other planners, which is most likely the weekly. I probably had it in mind for the weekly because this is not enough for me to use in my B6, my Bougeot planner. And then I grabbed the Floral Deco, which is the mixed version. I always choose her mixed version because I prefer to have like the bigger florals and the washi trim as well. And then I grabbed the alcohol ink swatches, which I'm surprised I chose the plainer of the two. I usually like the splatter better. And then this is the freebie that came with the kit, which is in gold foil. This is her standard freebie. Okay, so that is the first kit that I got. So that was Golden Skies. And then this is the second kit I got, which is a it's called Delicate. I'll go over the monthly first. I'm not 100% sure why I grabbed the monthly. No, I lied. I really like all her monthlies. Like, her monthlies are always very, very unique, and I'll show you why. Let me go with the freebie first. So here's the other freebie, which is gold foil as well. And then this is the scripts that matches the monthly kit. And then this is the July monthly, and like I said, it is for the month of July. And I grabbed it in rose gold. I actually really wanted this kit in silver because, like I said, I associate silver with cooler tones, and this is definitely cooler tone kit. But when she sneaked the rose gold in her IG flip through, I was sold. I was definitely sold. The rose gold just kind of hit a little bit differently. It was very feminine and very delicate, as the kit would suggest. So that's the reason why I grabbed it in rose gold. And then here is that uniqueness of her monthly kits. So these florals are actually kiss cuts. So they're not like a full box like other monthlies are. And even her graphics down here is also kiss cut. So I really, really love that. But the thing that really sold me is this scene right here, which has these like lanterns on top. And you guys know I love lanterns. There is just something about lanterns, just makes it look really, really magical and really, really whimsical. So I decided to grab this the monthly kit because I'm thinking of using this page in itself with the monthly. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but definitely I want it. If all else fails, I at least have a July monthly. So those are the first two pages, and then we have the icons, the functional boxes, and yeah, everything that you'll ever need for a monthly. So that is the monthly for July. Now we're moving on to the kit itself. So before I show you guys the kit, with this purchase of the monthly and the delicate kit, I also grabbed the rose gold version of the Golden Skies foil deco sampler sheet, because I really wanted something to go with the Golden Skies kit. Since I grabbed it in silver, I was like, well, since I'm purchasing from her anyways, I might as well grab the actual matching foil color. Okay, so here is the delicate kit. If you guys have seen my May lineup, then you definitely would have seen this kit in there. Here on the quote box it says there's beauty and simplicity, and I just really love this whole entire kit. Like, all these full boxes are just gorgeous. I especially really like that hummingbird. So here are the full boxes. And then we have, oh, these are not in order, but that's okay. So here is the bottom washi and date covers. And I really love that narrow strip of washi. It's really pretty. It's like dragonflies and butterflies. And then we have the functional boxes. And then the layering pieces and the icons on top. And I grabbed the watercolor splatter for this one, which is right here. This is in transparent matte. And the matching foil deco sampler sheet, which I actually grabbed the correct foil color. So this is in rose gold. Yeah, and that is everything that I bought from Miss+Meow. I definitely wanted to grab more from her shop, but I had to kind of rein it in, make sure that I use different kits from different shops. So let's move on to the next one, which is this Saucy Stickers Co. I recently just received this, literally this morning. So let's just get into it because I'm really excited for it. I just took it out of its little package. So I bought one kit from her and some pages from another kit. Anyways, I'll explain that later. Here are the freebies that I got. This is the PBC spring freebie. If you bought like more from her, then you would have definitely received like the $50, I think the $25, the $50, and the $100 freebie. So that is that freebie that came in all orders. And then I also put Coco's freebie name for the for her freebie. And then I grabbed one kit from her, which is the Just Peachy kit, because I'm not a peach fan. Well, can't say I'm not a peach fan. Like, I like peaches, but it's not like I'm gonna go out of my way to buy peach. But when I saw this kit, it was just really gorgeous, and I really love the whole, like, all the greens, all the light orange color, and it's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. Such a perfect summer kit. I don't remember where I have this put in, but I have a feeling it's in July, and I think it's just such an amazing kit to use. I didn't grab all the deco sheets that was part of the bundle, but I feel like I grabbed most of it, which I don't really know why I just didn't bother grabbing all of it, since I might regret it in the end. So anyways, here is the Just Peachy kit. So here is the large scenes. I really like this boat here. It's really pretty. And then we have the small scenes. And then we have the people. I really like this one. I don't know why, it's just technically her back, but that dress just looks so pretty. And I think it's almost similar, it just has different sleeves, but this one looks really pretty. So here is the people, and then I have the floral corners and the bouquets. And then I grabbed the the borders in washi paper because why not? Like, look how pretty that is. And then I also grabbed the torn paper in washi paper, if I can pull it up. I'm like, look how pretty this is. Look how pretty those laces are. I don't know what it is about this kit, but this kit just reminds me of like a Southern belle, like a Southern girl. I've never met one, but like, I don't know, it just reminds me of that. So here's the torn paper. And then we have the memo and layers. I think I grabbed this because I wanted like things to layer with, and these just looks perfect for that. And then we have the washi, well, bottom washi. So here's the bottom washi. And then this, I grabbed the mood board as well. I don't know why, but the mood board just, it's singing to my heart. It's just so pretty. It just reminds me of I don't know, like vintage stamps. Well, even though there's no stamps, it's just one of those things that I remember growing up, and they would have like vintage, it's technically vintage stickers, but it's like stamp looking. It's really a bad description, but this is really pretty. I really like that mood board. And then I also grabbed the functional boxes. And then finally, the watercolor splashes or alcohol ink swatches. And this is also in washi paper. And I really like that she does like the dual tones. It's really pretty. And she has it in like different patterns. So that's really nice. And then the other ones that I got was, let me put this away first. Here is some pages from the Enchanted Celebration. I wanted to use this for my niece's birthday, which is in September. So I do have the actual kit, which is here, right here. I bought it. I don't remember if I bought this last year or the year before that. It might have just been last year because I believe she released it last year, the first time around. And she released it in the weekly format with some add-ons, but now she actually has the deco bundle, which technically Saucy Stickers has been doing more deco bundles. So since I wanted a little bit more of an add-on to my actual kit, I decided to grab some of the pages from the deco bundle that she released. So I grabbed the large decos because I really like that pumpkin. And those lanterns, like, look how pretty those are. And even like this kind of like root tree with lights, looks really pretty. And then I grabbed the people. So this I really like because like she has a smaller version on her old add-on, but I really like the bigger one. This actually really reminds me of my niece, so it's perfect. I'm going to definitely use that. And I thought this girl was really pretty as well. I don't think I'm gonna use her for the actual, like for the kit, but I might be able to use her for like a different spread or a different kit altogether. But I at least have options. And then I grabbed the collage mix, which has this beautiful jar of lights. And then that other root with lights. And then I grabbed the swatches and borders because I really wanted these florals. So that's the reason why I grabbed this. And this is in her washi paper. Yeah, so that is everything that I bought from Saucy Stickers Co. It was definitely a it was a very hard thing for me to just buy a few pieces because there is really a lot of things that I wanted to buy from her shop. But like I said, like with Miss+Meow, I had to kind of rein it in. Okay, so let's move on to the last shop, which is Dash of Sun. And if you guys follow me on my Instagram account, then you guys probably already know what this is. And I'm really kind of excited to show it to you guys. So I just had to remove it from the envelope, and I also had to drink water because, as you guys kind of heard at the end of those the last few sentences, my voice was starting to kind of give out. Okay, so I bought during her recent release, sorry, not her recent one. This would have been the second recent release because she just released a barbecue kit, which is also very gorgeous. But I bought this Chasing Rainbows couple last month, I guess, or the month before that. So here is her all order freebies, which is this beautiful hot air balloon with clouds. It's foiled in silver. And then I do PR for Chelsea's shop, which is Dash of Sun. This is my freebie, also in not rose gold. It's in silver. She actually gave us all the different foils for all the freebies, but I'm only showing you the one that comes as a default one if you guys put my name or used my code. Okay, so here is the Chasing Rainbows kit, and I have made space in my April month so that I can specifically use this kit for the month of April. When I first bought it, I was thinking of using it for June because of like the whole rainbow Pride month. But I really want to use this kit right away. So that's the reason why I pushed it into April. Okay, so I got the deco bundle, and I also have some of the add-on sheets. So let's go on with the deco bundle first. And this again is the full bundle. She has, I believe, 12 pages. Yeah, there's 12 pages, but they are not put in the right order. Okay, so this is in her silver foil, and I really love this kit. This girl right here really does remind me of Eva Mendes, and I think it's so pretty. So here is page 1. And then we have page 2, which is the deco sheets, or the deco sheet. And then we have the small composition. And then we have the scenes, which is really pretty. Like, look at that. Oh, sorry, I should have told you. So this is foiled. The first 3, sorry, these 3 are foiled, but page 2 is not foiled. And then we have page 5, which is the stamps and the frames, which is foiled in silver. And then we have the bouquets and edges, which is also foiled. And I am in love with her trace foiling. If this is the first time you guys have been to my channel, Chelsea's foil tracing in her florals is just like amazing. And then we have the doilies, which isn't foiled. And then we have the corner florals, which is foiled as well. And then we have the torn elements, the layered shapes. These ones are not foiled. Then we have the dates and the days. And then you have 6 of the dates, and then the date dots you have here at the bottom. And then here is the washi for that. I don't know why I put it flat against the bottom. And that is the deco bundle. I grabbed the 3 of the foiled add-ons, which is the foil functional. Then we have the quotes. I already used one of it, so that's why there's a space there. And then the foil deco, which gives you a lot of like the bigger foil deco scenes. And then I grabbed some of the overlays, which is this rainbow scene. This is in her washi paper, and look how pretty that rainbow overlay is. It's just so gorgeous. When I first saw this, I knew. I was like, this is amazing. And then I grabbed the washi sampler, which has this really pretty kind of like clouds and rainbows, which I really love. And then the alcohol ink swatches that matches the kit. Yeah, so that is, I feel like I bought the whole bundle for this kit. If anything, I probably left 1 or 2 out. And obviously I didn't buy the weekly kit. But I'm going to have a lot of fun playing with these. It's going to be used in my memory plan with me, so I'm definitely going to be using the deco bundle as a weekly kit, so we'll see how that goes. And then finally, I also grabbed these new things that Chelsea has in her shops. Okay, I don't know why that zoomed out. Okay, so here is the new, kind of like a new thing that Chelsea has in her shop. A couple of months ago, Danny, from Danny with a Planny, suggested to Chelsea, hey, why don't you do an alcohol ink swatches that has foil in it? And so Chelsea, being the best person that she is, was like, sure, I could do that. So lo and behold, this is the outcome of her creation. And I kid you guys not, this is just like amazing. Sorry, I don't know where the heck. Okay, so here is, I believe, so she has eight different colorway. And I bought it in gold and silver. And yes, I did buy it as well in rose gold, but I bought it after the fact, so it's still coming to me. So this is in gold and this is in silver. And you guys know that alcohol ink swatches for Dash of Sun is one of my favorites. She just has a lot of dimension in her alcohol ink swatches, and the fact that she put foiled in them, it just took it a whole nother level. It's just really, really, really pretty. So I'm gonna go over the gold one. So here is the green one, which is it's called Sprout. Actually, the yellow is not really a best thing to use. So here is Sprout, which is this really pretty green. And then we have Buttercup, which is yellow. And then we have apricot, which is a really light, technically it's kind of like a peach. It's like a light orange. Then we have petal, which is a very kind of like light pink. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just really pretty. Okay, and then we have lavender, which I actually really like that she chose like a very lighter, more subdued purple, which technically is what lavender is. And then we have aqua. And then we have sky. So sky and aqua is very similar. I think sky is just a little bit more on the cooler blue, like a cooler toned blue. And aqua is a little bit more of a darker tone. Not darker tone. Yeah, dark tone. No, colder tone. There you go. Warmer tone. Wow, what am I saying? So this one is more of a cool tone and this one is more of a warm tone. So I think that's, I don't know if you guys can really see the big difference, but up close and personal, definitely you can. I would use the sky color a little bit more during winter time, whereas the aqua, I would use it more during summertime, which technically is, you know, kind of, yeah, I would, I'd say that's how it is. Okay, and then here is the rose color, which is, I'm gonna go show you the side by side of the petal and the rose. So this is kind of very similar. So they're both pink, but this one, like I said, this one has a little bit more of a cooler tone pink, and this one has a little bit more of a warmer tone pink. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but you can actually see the difference in person. Okay, so that is the alcohol ink swatches in gold. And then I'll show you guys the one in silver, but I'll go a little bit faster because it's the same color way, except one is in gold and one is in silver. So here is the sky, and then we have aqua. So here is it side by side. And then we have lavender. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. And then we have petal. And then this one is rose. So I'll put rose and petal side by side. This one, I think you can see a little bit more of a bigger difference, where this one, the petal is like the cooler tone and then the rose is the warmer tone. I think it brings, like the silver brings out the colors more. And then we have the apricot. And here is buttercup. Yeah, the silver definitely brings out the colors out more. And then last but not least is my sprout. It's such a pretty green color too. Okay, so that is the alcohol ink swatches. I am definitely very excited to use these. I haven't been pulling them in, to be honest. And I haven't been doing that because I really wanted to show it to you guys first before I start using them. So definitely in my next plan with me, it's going to be, I'm gonna try to use it. Okay, so here is the last that I have for my haul, which is the mystery kits for the Pretty Pink Co for the month of March and April. Okay, so last warning, if you guys do not want to see the March mystery, definitely click out of here. Thank you for watching. If you guys want to see and be spoiled, then definitely continue watching. Okay, so here is the March mystery, and I swear to you guys, it's so very pretty. Okay, oh wait, that's not it. Here you go. So here is the March mystery. It is this really pretty kind of like whimsical kit that just leaves you in awe when you look at it. So it's in her rose gold foil, and on the code box it says, "You are made of magic and stardust." And in this kit, the paper itself, I think, is different. Actually, I don't think. I know it's different. If you guys see the other May, not the May, the April mystery, and then if you guys have ever bought from the Pretty Pink Co, you guys will know. You'll be able to tell the difference. I'm not saying it's bad. It still feels very soft, very smooth, very nice and buttery. But I'm just letting you guys know it's different. So here is the full boxes, and then you get a lighter skin tone, and she gives you also the option of the darker skin tone. So that's really nice of her. Here again, a full box with rose gold, and then we have the functional boxes, and then we have, I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing that anyways? Here is the layering pieces, and it's so pretty. Like, look how gorgeous that cloud is. She definitely needs to release like different colored clouds in her shop, because I think they're very, very pretty. And then here is the bottom washi. Like, look how pretty that bottom washi is. Do you guys not see those like moons? And like, look at all those stardust and twinkly lights and twinkly bits. It's just so pretty. And then we have the florals. And then look at this deco page. It's really pretty. I am definitely in love with this page. Like I said, I really love that cloud, that moon. It's really pretty. And then the journaling deco page 1. And then here is page 2, you guys. There is something about the deco page 2 that always gets to my heart. Like, I'm not even a fan of horses, but look how pretty this horse is. Like, look how cute that is. Like, look at the sky. Oh, it's so very pretty. And then we have the alcohol ink swatches. And then we have the sidebar. And okay, look at the sidebar, guys. Like, I don't know what you guys like. It's so very pretty. And then we have the foil sampler sheet, which is in rose gold. And there is one more page, which is the rippable tearable paper, which, as you guys can see, I've already used in another plan with me with the Miss+Meow kit called Universe. I just really wanted a rippable paper for that spread, and I didn't have one, so I thought of this kit and I grabbed it. There's other things in this kit that would make this beautiful, so I thought, why not? I'll just grab that and hope for the best. So, okay, so that is the March mystery, which I said, I was not kidding when I said it's very, very pretty. It's very, very magical. And then here we have the April weekly. Sorry, not the April weekly. The April mystery kit. So if you guys don't want to see it, definitely click out. This one I just recently received as well. I think I received it yesterday. So I don't think a lot of people have it yet. So if you guys don't want to see it, definitely, like I said, click out. Okay, so you have one last chance to click out. If you guys don't want to be spoiled for the April the April mystery for the Pretty Pink Co, definitely click out. So here we go. Oh, disclaimer. I'm not a summer person. I am not a person who likes summer, and therefore summer kits tend to be my least favorite. So this is a summer kit. I like it, but it's not something that I would gravitate towards if she just released it in her shop. So this is actually the first of many that I received from her mystery sub kit that I am not 100% in love with. That being said, it's still very, very gorgeous, okay? So let's just get on with it. Here is the mystery kit for the month of April. This is in gold foil. And like I said, I'm not in love with it, but it's still very pretty. Here on the quote box it says, "Meet me where the sky touches the sea." I feel like there's just a ton of destination kits that went out this summer season. And even though they're all very pretty, not everybody goes to these destination places. So I'm really surprised that there's so many kits that came out. But yeah, that's just my little spiel of venting. So here is the full boxes. And then we have the functional boxes. I actually really, really love the colorway that she used here because it's very summery, it's very bright, and I really, really like it. I especially like the fuchsia and the dark blue, which is very, very different for me. And then we have the layering pieces with some decos at the bottom. And then we have the date covers and bottom washi. Here the florals, I'm a little bit disappointed because I would have really liked the blue in the florals. I just found this to be a little bit bland because she just stuck to all pinks. And like I said, I really, really like the dark blue in the kit, so I would have really liked it to be in the florals as well. And then here is the deco sheet. So here you can see the florals a little bit more, and it would have looked really, really pretty if she just added a little bit more of, I just realized there's no blue in the florals. I think that's the reason why. But if you put like that, like, I don't know, it's really, really pretty. The blue is really pretty. And then here is the journaling deco page 1. And then here is page 2, which is really gorgeous. I really like this little cove here. And I love the sea. It kind of bothers me that the color of this sea is different from the color of the sea here and the color of the sea here. So they're all 3 different colors. I know the sea have different colors, even like, you know, it could be the same sea, and then if you go closer to it or farther away from it, it changes colors. But aesthetically, to my eyes, it does not look very good. Yeah, so individually, they're really pretty to my eyes. Like, really, really pretty. And then we have the alcohol ink swatches. And then here is the terrible washi paper. And then you have this little like sailing boat. And then we have the sidebar, which, like I said, I would have preferred that she used the darker blue. I really like the darker blue. And then the foil sampler sheet, which I think is really nice because it's generic enough to use with other kits, but it would look really, really pretty with this kit as well. Okay, so that is the April mystery, and I'm going to show you guys the difference in the paper that I was talking about. Okay, weekly kit paper right here, and then deco paper kit or add-on paper kit, which is this kind of like brighter white. This one is more of like the sticker paper backing white. Like I said, there's really no difference in feeling. They are still both very kind of like buttery smooth, and it's really, this one's just a little bit thicker than this one, which is not gonna bother me in the long run. I just wanted to show it to you guys because if I know it, I want you guys to know it too. Okay, so that is everything that I bought from the Pretty Pink Co. and the Dash of Sun, Miss+Meow, and Saucy Stickers Co. I think it was a very good buying month, and I really love everything that I got. If you guys like this video, if you guys have any questions, concerns, if you have anything that you guys need to tell me, comment down below or DM me, it doesn't really matter. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you so much. Bye.